Okay, we're off and running. This is Angelina Jordan, of course. Who else would it be on my channel, right? With Cry Me a River in this concert in 2017, where she would have been, let's see, 14, 11 years old. This is from Angelina Jordan Fanclub Mosarz, Mery site. And, excuse me, oh boy. Steve, you should take better care of yourself. Yeah, Steve probably should take better care of himself. Been a little busy lately. Monkeying around with unnecessary things. So, let us go ahead and watch. I'm going to put this on full screen and we will watch it together. I've seen it a number of times, but it just keeps getting better.
I cried a river over you.
So of course this is only my opinion, and I am extremely, extremely biased, and happy to admit it. Well, I don't know about happy, maybe it's not a best choice of words. Most of my life I've considered myself to be a fairly, I think of myself as being able to see both sides of an issue, being objective for the most part, even when it comes to people that are close to me, my family and such as that. I try to listen. I try to always keep in mind this principle, and whether or not I think it makes sense, but sometimes people don't do it. You always have to there's always at least well, in almost every situation where there's a conflict of some kind, it makes sense that there has to be at least two parties involved, sometimes more. You need to hear from both sides of the issue, both parties. Kind of like what the judicial system is set up. There's a what do they call it? A prosecutor and a defender, right? And you have to get both sides of the story before you decide to weigh in on the issue, whatever it might be. That's my opinion. If you only hear one side of the story, it may be the most accurate version of the story in some people's eyes, but it may not be the whole story. That's the thing. Because when there's conflict, I don't think most people really like to be involved in conflict. Maybe some do, okay? But most people, I think, would rather live a peaceful existence, okay? And be able to get along with, at least be cordial to people around them, right? So you have an issue that arises, and maybe it's your best friend in the world, right? And they tell you their issue, their problem, whatever they're having. And you listen intently, and you want to help, and you want to be helpful to your friend and give them support. But as you're listening to the story, it's like, if you react, I think, entirely emotionally to things, then you really can't have a clear head to be able to sort through, what do they call it, sort the wheat from the chaff, right? So, and I'm not saying your friend's coming and telling you a tale to lie to you intentionally. I think that most people try to put the best part of the story out there, and then there's the other stuff you don't really want to count that, okay? Yeah, I think it's kind of human nature, right? It's really hard to tattle on yourself, but sometimes you gotta, So to me, you gotta get both sides of the story. So where was I going with all that? Well, I don't even know now. I forgot, but we're. Oh, story time at Uncle Steve's. How nice. What happened to that? Who's that little girl back there standing there with the flowers in her hair? Yeah, well, that's Angelina Jordan. She just sang a beautiful version of Cry Me a River. And it, smooth as silk, probably a little bit like warm butter on warm toast. Hot toast. Oh, yeah. Smooth and it kind of soaks into you, And it's just a beautiful thing. And she's 11 years old, which means, of course, she's been singing for decades. Oh, no, she's only been here for about a decade. Okay, well, she's been singing for a while. And what a job she does, huh? I mean, she doesn't sound like... I don't hang around with kids, that much. I'm old now. I used to teach martial arts, and I had, a lot of students that were younger kids, But most of them didn't sound like Angelina. They were more, there's a few kids would have a deeper voice, but not, and mature sounding, but not many. And then as far as singing, well, I don't know if they sang or not. When my class, they yelled a little bit. Hurrah! But as far as singing goes, I don't know, maybe some were singers. But it's not just that, it's her. She infuses the music with her extra stuff, which means that I feel the music. That's why I'm a fan of Angelinas. I have been for a long time now. And no other singer is able to do it. Scratch that. There are singers that have been able to touch my heart and my soul on occasion. I always say this way. Typically, when they do that, it's also connected to some kind of event that they're singing at, or a purpose that they're singing for. And they're able to connect me emotionally with the song, partially because I think of the environment that it's in. Example, when people sing the national anthem at like the Super Bowl or some big events, as soon as the national anthem starts, I start to get that, they get that hair stands up on the back of your neck a little bit. You get that feeling of pride and patriotism and stuff like that. Well, not everybody does, but my generation, I think around that time probably does for the most part. And does it want to make you cry? No. Now you throw a really good singer in there, like the one Whitney Houston did. That's the classic version of the national anthem. I mean, it brings you to tears just because it's so beautiful, so darn beautiful. Plus, you're already feeling emotional because of the patriotic nature of the song. That's what I'm talking about. But Angelina, anywhere, anytime, any circumstance, she can touch me emotionally. Because it's so darn beautiful. It is. It's just amazing. And of course, when she was younger and she does some of this stuff, it's like, that's not even possible. Come on. That's too much. That's what you think, right? That's like when I first saw I Put a Spell on You. That's not, no. That's fake. I've heard about these fake videos and stuff. This got to be a fake. Nobody can sing like that, period, let alone at 9 years old. And then she's Norwegian, too. Put that on there, So, so in other words, she's not probably as fluent in English language as she might, some of the original singers sang it, of course. And you add that all up, and what do you got? Well, you have a special singer there, right there, Angelina Jordan. She is one of a kind. She is, for my money, the best singer that I've ever heard. Period. Let alone, bar none. Everything put together, way better than anybody else. Just her voice, to me, she's already better than anybody else. But you add in all the other things, her character, her nature, her philanthropy, her love and kindness theme. You add that all together. Now throw her family in there. What a great, wonderful, loving family they are. And I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. Every video I see of Angelina, it's like, I'm on my 450th page of paper where I put the little gold stars. Now I got to start another page, okay? And I'm out of gold stars. I got to go down to the store. I'll be right back. It's so much. It's so much. It's not like she's just getting. It's like a high jump. She's not just getting over the bar. She's way over the bar. Okay. And that's just the way I look at it. But I am biased. I understand that. Okay. And I'm one of those kind of guys that. Again, I like to think of myself this way. I don't know if I am this way, but I like to think of myself this way. I'm the last one when the ship's going down. I want to be the last one off the ship and make sure everybody else got off safe. I want to be that guy. And I had some things in my life where I was that guy. But, I want to always be that guy. And so with Angelina, I don't care what happens in her life and her career from this point on. I'm a fan. I'm going to stay a fan. And if she were to ever need something from me that I could provide her, I would be certainly the first in line to do that. And because she's done so much for me. I believe she's extended my life and with a quality of life much better than it would have been if I had not discovered her. And why do I say that? Well, I just had lost faith in humanity. I really had. I wasn't really interested in music that much. Why? I don't know. Probably because I was in a funk, and music makes you happy, right? And I didn't want to be happy. I know I smile all the time, laugh all the time now. But it hasn't always been that way. As you get older, you face certain realities that every day's a new day, and every day you get up, it's like, I wonder what I'm going to forget, or what's not going to work, or what's going to break, or what hurts. Every day you get out of bed, it's a new thing. And it seems like. I don't know if it's every day, but now I can't even remember if it's every day or not, so it doesn't matter. And then you listen to Angelina, like a song like this. This is such a smooth, beautiful song. It's not a rah-rah song. It's not a a big theme song. Nothing like that. It's not a big college the people coming out on the field to play the game kind of thing. It's not that kind of song. This is a smooth. It tends to lean towards the emotional or the heart with the lyrics, and she nails it. She nails it with ease. Not just nails it, with ease. Okay? Look at her smiling. Somebody said the other day they'd never seen a bead of sweat on her head, even though, yeah, no, you don't. You know why? Angelina said singing is like breathing to her. It is. To her, it's a natural thing. It's just, she just does it, okay? Now, she practices, she rehearses, she does all the things necessary to do a good performance, but we see a lot of her with the TikToks and stuff like that. She's just fooling around, she might have been monkeying with a song for a few hours or something, or even a few minutes, and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna record that. Just get a little feedback from my fans. What they think." And there's her inventory of songs is staggering, and a lot of them she's only sung once. Maybe she decided it wasn't one that she wanted to continue to sing, or she just moved on to the millions and millions of other songs that would be possibilities for her to sing. And she just sings. They're in the car. Her and her mother and Juliet are in the car going somewhere, and grandma starts filming, right? They just start singing. She starts singing. Sometimes Sarah joins in. Sometimes Juliet joins in. Sometimes Grandma Mery joins in. It's a joyful existence. Every moment is precious. The fact that they take videos and share them with us is just extraordinary, I think. Not many people would take the time to do that, and then not many people would share it with the world. And you could see pros and cons in it. There's security things that you got to be concerned about, right? People know too much about you, then they think, then they get weird ideas. People get weird ideas no matter what, and we live in a really crazy world. Part of Angelina's dream is to bring love and kindness back into the world. Is to step that up a few notches, put it in the forefront. Don't push that off to the side like, yeah, we know. Not like that. Like, you should want to help people. You should want to be better to people. That's what Angelina did for me. I thought I was always a pretty decent guy, but I've made mistakes. I've done some bad things. I've hurt people that I didn't want to hurt, and I've hurt people on purpose that I wanted to hurt. And it's not. I never liked that right there. I never liked doing that ever. But there are sometimes you submit to things like peer pressure and expectations. What you think people expect of you and things like that. And it's like, no, this ain't right. Then you got to do something you don't want to do, and it's like, no, I shouldn't have done it. Afterwards you regret it, right? So, and that could be anything that you go through in your life. It could be something you say, something you do, both. Something you do behind somebody's back or something like that. It could be anything, right? And we've all faced those kind of things. I'd rather be a person of a little bit higher integrity than that. And for the most part, I have been. I don't think I've really been that bad. But then, you think about some of the stuff you did where you could have done things. You second guess yourself, right? You should never do that, I guess, because after the fact, it's so easy to see what you did wrong. But in the moment, that's when I say your true character comes out. You're gonna do what you would do kind of naturally without giving it a lot of thought. That's who you are, and sometimes it's disappointing, I guess, what you can do and not really want to do. Anyway, so let's talk about Steve Callaway again, as long as we're here doing an Angelina video. So her voice is magical, it's smooth, it's perfect, in my opinion. Yeah, and yes, I am biased, I admit it. Well, let's get out of here. I've talked way too long, and I don't know. You guys probably don't like to hear all that stuff anyway. Fortunately, you already heard the song, so most of you probably scooted already. But if you're still here, congratulations. Your prize will arrive in the mail shortly. No prize. Sorry about that. We'll see you. I'll tell you what. If you come to the Las Vegas concert on February 29th, I'm going to be there. If you come there, we're going to have a couple meet and greets, and I'm going to go to both concerts, and come and see me. I'll at least give you a big hug, okay? If you want one. If you don't want a hug, then don't come. You better not come over and see me. And my sister said, "You were never a hugger your whole life," and I really wasn't. Our family wasn't really big on the hugging thing. you know, on rare occasions, but not on a day-to-day basis. But now since meeting Angelina, I have decided that hugging is not bad. Okay, it's good, actually good, because it's human contact that we all should need and want and like. Love. Let's put love in there. Okay. So, boy, did I get off on some tangents today. I think I got them all. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.